Previously on Ninjago. Everybody, brace for impact! Oh, that does sound very interesting. Lloyd, did you miss me? Skylor? Yep.
It's so good to see a familiar face.
So, what are you guys doing here? I was about to ask you the same thing. And what are these Malopians doing here too? Somehow they survived the merge. And since we knew Bentho, they decided to help us out.
What do you mean by we?
Come on, I'll show you. Let me just get out of this master suit real quick. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Is that the monastery of Spinjitzu? Yeah, but this one was abandoned. And after a few renovations, it became livable. Hello, my friends.
Pixel?
Oh, that does sound very interesting, if I might say.
You? Roz, is this why we are here?
Yes, he's a very important asset to have the plan.
I refused to work with him. He took everything I had.
Well, you will have to put that aside for something bigger.
Yes, holding on to grudges is never a good thing. But what do you have in store for me?
Shatter Spin, a forbidden technique exclusively for elemental masters. But in return, I need your help. I know what you've done in the past, and those skills are crucial for what I need to do.
I do like the sound of that, but I have someone who could also help you. I present to you Drix, the elemental master of Swarm.
Swarm? As in a swarm of bees?
Not bees, dragons.
Perfect. You just saved me the work of having to find the last elemental master. Let's head back to the Storm Village and move on to the next phase.
I've got some old Imperium vehicles parked outside. We can leave with those. Wait, look! It's the Dragonians! Well, whatever they're hiding, it's gotta be in there. Let's go check it out.
Isn't that a bad idea? There's a bunch of them.
We took them on once, so I think we can take them on again. What was that? What was what?
Yeah.
Duh.
Leave them to me. They're mine.
Hey, I recognize you. Isn't he that one ghost we fought back in the monastery?
Indeed he is, Morro, the Master of Wind. He was one of Master Wu's students.
Thanks for introducing me already. Now we can get to business.
You're gonna regret sending your little friends away, buddy. Yeah! Ninjago! How is he doing this? He combined his wind powers with Shatter Spin. If Dragon Strike isn't enough, what do we do?
I have an idea. You guys wait here.
Where are you going?
Pixel? You're alive? Come inside and I'll explain everything. Pix, this is the kid I told you about. His name's Arin.
Hello.
It's great to meet you, Arin.
So what happened to you?
Before the merge, I was kidnapped by some criminals that wanted to disassemble me and sell my parts. We were on a helicopter flying back to their base, I think. Then the merge happened. When I woke up, the criminals were knocked out on the ground. So I fled.
You were flying away from the storm, so you survived.
After a while, I found this monastery with some of Bentho's Merlopians, so I started to make this place feel like home. And a few weeks after I left the temple, I found this place, and I've been here ever since.
But how are these Malopians alive? I doubt they were on air flying when the merge happened.
Exactly. They were underwater, which kind of disproves our theory of who has survived the merge.
So my parents could still be alive somewhere?
It's unlikely, but yes. Zane's gonna be so excited to see you again, Pix. I'm very excited too, but what brings you guys here?
So basically a tiger guy called Roz is teaching elemental masters a corrupted technique and making them turn evil. One of them being Sora.
Oh no, but why is he doing this? We don't know yet, but we need to find out soon. Cole, I notice your suit seems quite outdated compared to theirs.
Yeah.
If you want, I could use Lloyd's suit as a base to make a new suit for you. That sounds great, but wouldn't that take a little while? I can have it done in 10 minutes.
Huh? How in the world?
She's a quick inventor. You'll get used to it after a while. Yeah. 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 I'm not liking this at all.
Zane, where did you get that?
I had it stored inside the bounty in case we needed it. It can borrow dragon power from the original users.
And how's that gonna help us?
Kai and Nia, get over here.
He got away. Zane! How did you do that?
I borrowed Kai and Nia's dragon power and combined them to overload Morro.
Zane, could you give us our powers back now?
Of course.
Okay, so I'm thinking all this going on has to do with Sora leaving, right?
Yeah, definitely. But this is bigger than we expected. We need to have the full team. But this forest is massive. How are we gonna find them?
The safest action now would be to return to the temple and await for their return.
And what if they don't come back? Then we're gonna have to put a stop to this ourselves. If it's the last thing we ever do.